we are going to talk about MoonPay next. What's MoonPay?
Definitely.
What's going on there?
MoonPay, right? I think for coconuts out here and just shifting across into this cryptocurrency space, MoonPay is effectively sort of a wallet, right? Or a exchange where you can go in and actually you can purchase cryptocurrency using MoonPay. Think of it like PayPal, but for cryptocurrencies, right? At least that's the way when I was reading, it really felt like it. It really felt like a wallet. And one thing to note here is that they are valued at 3.4 billion in valuation. They just raised 555 million in their financing round. It's good also to note that it's their first ever finance round, and they already raised 500 million, right? So that's really cool. They mentioned
that's Series A.
Wow. I really don't know what you want to call it. It's 500 million for Series A is a lot of money.
Yeah, but they give away 17% of equity. That's also a lot of equity.
True. Well, Series A, from my experience, is around 15 to 20% though, or B or C, right? So yeah. So from my experience, that's the way that right, I've been learning and so on, and being in the startup space. So yes, right, you can call it that, but 500 million is quite a lot of money. And I think it's good to note, right, a couple of things that they're looking towards, right? MoonPay wants to make crypto accessible to everybody. That's their vision. That's what they're aiming towards. And I believe that's what they got the funding for, right? So, and one thing to note here, if one takeaway you take away from MoonPay, it's this. They have made it so easy for you to buy cryptocurrencies that you can use Apple Pay, Google Pay, and your actual credit cards just to buy it. That's how simple it is for you to buy crypto.
Yeah, what's the transaction cost there? Because I can do that on Binance and Gemini. You just charge me like I think 5% of it to use my credit card to pay. So I think that the difficulty here is cost. And I mean, if they can make it like 1% even, that's cheap in crypto world, right? But I mean, yeah, that's something to consider, I think.
Definitely, right. So I think I have the transaction cost. So you mentioned Binance was 5% for you. MoonPay is 4.5% for cards. A little less, clearly just to try and take market share. But they're actually 1% for bank transfers. So if you are to just transfer money across to them, it's 1%. Right. So how much is Binance for bank transfers?
That's not too bad, actually. I'm more familiar with Gemini, right? It's free to transfer in Sing dollars to Gemini. Yeah. And if you buy on Active Trader, it's like 0.35%. So, but you can only buy Ethereum or Bitcoin. If you do a pair swap, it's another 0.35. So probably 0.7. If you buy on the app, it's closer to 2. So I think, and Coinbase has 2 or 3% margins on transaction fees globally. So I think 1% is okay. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's definitely cheaper than normal.
I think just to note here, MoonPay is late to the game, right? So obviously we've got Binance Gemini that I think started a bit earlier. MoonPay started this company in 2018. Right, so it's just 3 years old. They have 7 million customers as of now. And in 1 year, they have gained 35x of their revenue. So currently it's at 150 million. Right. And according to them, they have been profitable for at least 2 years, right? Of course, it's private. We don't know the books. That's what they're mentioning.
Yeah, but I mean, look, you are an exchange. How can you not be profitable from day one? Binance has apparently last time Binance announced it, they had 200 million in free cash flow a quarter.
Oh, wow.
And that's a 4-year-old company or 5-year-old company. Yeah. Right? Exchanges are ridiculously, crypto exchanges have huge spreads. They are ridiculously profitable. Turning back time, you don't even need to buy Bitcoin. You just set up an exchange, right? And you will.
And everybody wins, right? No matter whether you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or Dogecoin.
Yeah, you just win as long as there's transactions. So yeah, it's great. I think but yeah, I mean, do you think this is a broader sign of something else, or is it just this is an exceptional company and it's a one-off?
Yes. So, I mean, I think it's good to note, number one, they are a payment company, sort of an exchange, sort of a wallet. There are multiple wallets out there, but clearly people do like using MoonPay, and they probably have multiple wallets, right? So I don't know about you, but, you know, I have multiple wallets as well. Yep. I haven't gone into crypto, but I have multiple wallets.
How does that even work?
I don't even know how that works. I have money in those wallets, but I just haven't purchased crypto yet. But anyways, enough about my ridiculousness. But I think, in all fairness, I think this is a bigger play, right? I think it's a broader play about the acceptance and accessibility of where crypto is going to go. I think one thing to note here is that almost, other crypto exchanges are getting funded. This isn't the only one. It's not one in the blue. I think it's just where the money is going towards. For example, Gemini got funded as well. Winklevoss Twins virtual currency as well got funded. I think not mistaken, Ethereum's co-founder blockchain startup also got funded. Like, he started something else. So I think it's just the space, right? Yep. The space of cryptocurrency, decentralization, whatever you want to call it, is definitely the space to be in, and where the next phase of growth could be coming from. What's your thinking here, Anthony?
Yeah. I think it's a hot market, definitely, right? Lots of capital going in, coming out, going in, but I feel, and I have nothing to back this up except for a feeling that everybody's preparing for winter, right? It's your startups, getting enough cash for the next 4 years. So if a crypto downturn hits, they don't need to raise funds, they don't need to have further dilution, they can survive it, and they'll wait for the next round, right? Because I think the Bitcoin cycle has been relatively consistent 4-year cycle so far. So to me, if everybody's raising and everybody's raising at high valuations, it feels more as if they are prepared, they are storing fat for winter, right? And the hibernation, more so than they are, trying to profit off this. It's a longer term play, and you can see it happen from 2018, right? I mean, that last downturn was really 2017, 2018. They did the same thing. Lots of people raised lots of money then. And your new leaders this round, your Solanas, your Avalanche, they all got started around 2017, 2018. They all got started. They all got, decent equity injections, and they built for 2 or 3 years. And as the market picked up, as crypto, got more and more hype, these expanded. Right? Yeah. I mean, I have a few of those, so that's good for me. But yeah, I think that's the way it is. It's people just holding cash, right? Which isn't necessarily. I mean, it doesn't say anything, but I think we need to prepare for winter is coming.
Or rather, what you think is winter is near, and the White Walkers might come by and effectively erode half the cryptocurrencies out there. And these guys, as far as you can see, I want to survive this, so I better stockpile just in case.
Yep. Yes.
I think that's a fair way to look at it. I mean, given the fact that not 5 minutes ago you said, I think there's a correction coming in the actual stock market.
Everything's going down, man. I'm like 70% sure.
Well, you know what? I've seen those signs as well. Let's see how it pans out. But definitely, I think it's a good space. I think you have to be careful. I think there's a lot of hype with it, right? Because everything's getting funded. Obviously, there's a lot of news being made and people going, you know what? This is the new thing. This is time to invest. But be wary of the hype is what I would say.